Now, one of the reasons why I love side hustle culture and the idea of just simply starting a side hustle in order to make extra money is because of the fact that with a side hustle and with a side gig, your opportunities are very literally limitless. You have so many different opportunities in front of you, and depending on what opportunity you pursue, your income can be doubled, tripled, sometimes even 10x if you choose the right side gig. And what we'll be talking about today is, in my opinion, the most perfect example of that. And this video, we're going to be breaking down a video recently published by Vice. This video is titled Turning Pokemon Cards into a Six-Figure Income, Side Hustles. And in this video, it breaks down how this couple is making, in some cases, $700 per minute. Yeah, you heard that correctly, per minute, selling Pokemon cards. So let's dig in.
You know the expression, who made more money in the gold rush? The guy selling the shovels or the people looking for gold? We're the people selling the shovels. We just made about $700 in the last minute.
Now, $700 per minute. Now, I get it. I understand that they probably aren't making $700 per minute every single minute of every single day. That would be a ton of money. But even making $700 in one single minute on like a one-off basis, that is something that is incredibly cool. $700 is a ton of money.
I'm Brian. I'm a realtor here in Omaha, Nebraska.
I am Andrea, Brian's wife, and I'm a 6th grade teacher.
And together we import and sell Pokemon cards.
Import and sell Pokemon cards. Now, I will admit, I don't know really anything about Pokemon. I, of course, being a 28-year-old who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, I have, of course, heard of Pokemon. I was pretty into it whenever I was a kid. In fact, I remember having a Pikachu shirt that was like my favorite shirt as a young kid, but that is pretty much my knowledge of Pokemon. I know that over the last couple of months, really like the last year or so, Pokemon has absolutely exploded, but if I'm being honest, I don't really understand the hype around it, but just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's not legitimate, and I'm super interested in seeing what this couple is doing.
We import Pokemon cards from Japan. People go to our website, they buy them, and then we just ship them out. The card game's bigger than it's ever been. Catalyst for the current market, it's a combination of Logan Paul and other YouTubers making videos that got the kids excited. COVID, which kept people at home and bored. They wanted to collect something. And I think just a few cards sold for a lot of money and people saw that and it just kind of ballooned.
You know, it's crazy to think about how the pandemic has affected different industries in different ways. Like industries that you would have never really thought about would have seen a boom because of COVID. And Pokemon is a perfect example of this that I never really thought of. With people being stuck inside, people trying to find entertainment, maybe that hint of nostalgia that people were searching for in the darkest days of the pandemic has really paired together nicely to create this explosion with Pokemon. I mean, it was mentioned in this Vice video, but you have people like Logan Paul, the finance YouTuber Andre Jack has been talking about Pokemon from an investment standpoint. There's just a bunch of examples of it, and it's absolutely crazy. I mean, if you would have asked me if Pokemon would be popular today in 2021, if you would have asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said absolutely no way. And it's just crazy to see how far it's come in such a relatively short period of time.
The booster box has 30 packs in it. This is our gun safe of Pokemon cards. We got about $30,000 in these booster boxes in here. The boxes can range from like $60 a box to our newest set, which is about $150 a box. If we opened all of these right now, we'd find some cards worth a ton of money. But it makes more sense to sell them to people who think they'll find those cards.
That is just crazy, and it's so smart. Like, I think it's really interesting that they really have put that thought process into their business model, saying, hey, should we just buy a ton of cards, open them, and then sell the valuable ones? Or is a better play to kind of move into the mystery of the game, into the excitement of it, and into the speculation? That way we may be able to sell them for less, but we'll be able to sell more of them. I think that that's a really cool strategy, and obviously it seems like their strategy is working for them because they're making a killing.
2GG?
2GGN.
Brian has definitely had a lot of side hustles throughout our years together. At one point we had 18 reptiles, so he was a reptile keeper. He did ASMR and YouTube for a little bit.
In a relaxed tone.
You tried to garden.
I tried to garden, that didn't work.
That didn't work very well.
I had a streetwear ping pong themed clothing company, which sold some stuff, but it was kind of a failure.
I just just love that. Like, I am such a big proponent of people doing exactly what they are doing, and I think it is so cool. The fact is, whenever it comes to side hustles and whenever it comes to side gigs, making a business, making money, very rarely will you find that thing that just hits it out of the park the first time. And if you give up whenever you have that first failure, then chances are you're probably never going to find that thing that becomes extremely lucrative. In their case, you know, if he quit at gardening, which he has dubbed himself as a failure, then he would have never found the Pokemon side hustle. And I know that I've experienced this in my own life as well.
We're doing a Riven Ship right now. We do these about 2 times a week. Basically, people order packs for us. We rip them open, show them what they got, and the community has a blast with it. If they get something good, the community celebrates. And then at the end of the show, we ship them all out to the people. Right now we've got 72 viewers, and it's gonna be a lot of fun in the chat. People are gonna go crazy. So we got 8 packs of Eevee Heroes to open up.
Now, this is so incredibly smart. So not only are they, you know, having the business model of importing and selling the cards, which is obviously their main business model, but they also have these like other income streams that are attached to this business. They mentioned that they have a TikTok. They showed that, so we know they're utilizing TikTok. They had in the Instagram logo on their wrapped card, which probably indicates that they are using Instagram as well. And then thirdly, they have Twitch, which they are streaming themselves, opening the cards that customers purchased. So not only do they get to make money off of the actual cards that were bought, but they also get to make money off of the fact that they are streaming the process of opening these cards as well. It is such a great strategy. I think that it is so smart, and I think it's really cool how they're executing on all of this.
My normal job, she's a teacher, I work in an office, so about $40,000 a year each, so $80,000 a year total, and we made that in 5 months doing Pokemon. Based on sales increases in the holiday, I think we'll probably hit $500,000 in sales this year. I think we can make like $200,000.
So that means that if they're bringing in $500,000 this year and they're expected to have $200,000 in earnings, that means that their profit margin is 40%, which is huge. That means like it's really just a scaling process at this point. If they could make $1 million next year, they could make $400,000 in earnings, which is huge. I mean, that's a full-time income, not just a side hustle.
None of this like ever made sense to me, and like sometimes it still doesn't, as far as like how it all works. It's definitely, I would say flabbergasted is the word.
My boss, he does like a lot of property investing as his side hustle. So when he heard I'm doing this, he got super excited. And his goal for me is to partner up with him and buy some houses with this money. I'm doing what I love, and after Pokemon ends or we have enough money saved up from it, I can actually apply it to something realistic that will change my life. I was convinced it would turn into something. Like, my main goal was to pay literally for our water bill and electric bill. Now I realize I can pave the rest of our future with this.
Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video and the reason why I was really particularly excited about this one is because I'm such a proponent of side hustles because of the fact that there's just so much opportunity out there. I get asked a lot, you know, how to make extra money in your free time, how to be successful on YouTube, how to start X, Y, and Z business. And I think that whenever it comes to being successful with anything, timing is of course a big portion of it. I mean, if they would have started this business 2 years ago, they wouldn't be nearly as successful as they are today. Timing is a huge key, but also persistence and strategy is also a huge key as well. They are obviously very smart. They hit the right side hustle at the right time, which of course has a little bit of luck to do with it as well. But their execution with the side hustle is just perfect, and I just think they've really done a great job, and I think it really shows how much potential there is out there if you hit the right side hustle at the right time, and that there are just so many different opportunities out there. Like always, you guys, if you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it, so make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video.